Can you do all that for me, please? Like for me, please. Like and subscribe. Can you do that for me, guys? Hey, guys. AW here, Aaron Ward. Happy Monday, guys. Monday night. Hope you're all having a good Monday evening. An hour before Raw. So that's why I'm doing this now. We're going to try to end it after an hour. This is my... So I'll let you guys know. This is my wrestling show that I used to do on my main channel called It's All About Wrestling. Now I'm going to do it on this channel for you guys. And this is episode 49. And before we get into that, and the topic at hand, guys, obviously, before we get into that, we're going to review Survivor Series. What I liked and what I didn't like. But if you're new here, subscribe, okay? If you're new here, subscribe and smash that like button down below. Especially if you're wrestling, this is the channel for you. Okay? Share this out with your friends and colleagues and whatever people that you know. And yeah. But yeah, so we got an hour to the Raw. We might go into Raw a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. I'm trying to end it before Raw. I'm doing this every Monday. And I just got every Monday. And I got a guest on this, DL. Hey, DL.
What is
I'm not much. I'm just like plugging the show. It's my wrestling show that I used to do on my main channel. It was on a hiatus, but I decided to bring it back to Mondays as basically a weekly review. All the news, reviews on the shows, pay-per-views, past shows. And yeah, that's what this show is about. Thursdays I'm doing a wrestling show. It's not going to be a prediction show because there's nothing to predict. So I have to come up with something for Thursday. Because, yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to do one next
other
week.
than NXT headline.
Yeah.
And ROH, I don't know if you're going to cover the ROH show.
I might just do predictions, but I don't know if I'm going to watch ROH. I'm certainly not going to watch it on TV. I'll probably have it on the laptop. Streaming. Yeah. I'm going to watch it legally on the laptop.
Uh-oh.
Or I might not watch it at all. I might just, do watch it all for NXT. And I need my laptop for that.
Right.
I mean, we're getting Jericho and Claudio, but that's so far. But this is my wrestling show. Everybody, okay. We're going to talk Survivor Series, guys. This just ended Saturday. Overall, I like the pay-per-view. I thought the matches were good, except one match. And I think DL probably knows what that match is. Yeah, I think everybody on Twitter, everybody kind of knows agrees with us what match was terrible, but 4 to 5 matches are good.
Yeah, overall, I thought it was a good show. It was a good show. I think it was one of the best Survivor Series they ever put on. No, but for the most part, yeah, I agree with you. Like, other than one match, which we will get to, overall, I thought it was a very solid pay-per-view. The main event, perfection.
Yes.
Perfection.
Yes. So we'll go match one by one. So we got the women's match. Obviously, that was the first match, the War Games match. That's just smart, kick off the show with a War Games match and end the show with the War Games. And the women kicking off the show was the right move because what happened in the main event should obviously ended the show. That's how you write a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so we got Team Bianca Belair taking on Team Damage Control / Rhea Ripley, Nikki Cross. So we got Bianca starting for her team. Mm-hmm. And so the team leader starts for her team, but we got Dakota Kai starting for the heel side. And the heels get the advantage because Rhea Ripley defeated Asuka on Raw. So they get the advantage, right? So they get 5 minutes. The first only 5 minutes, and then it's 3 minutes, I believe. And you can't pin your opponent until everybody's into the match. Then officially it's called War Games. So it's called War Games when everybody's in the match.
Right. Yep.
I'm like, so Bianca's strong. Dakota's great too, but Bianca's at another level. Like, she's a complete package. Mm-hmm. Her promos are getting better. And then you see who came at Io? Was it Io Sky came after Bianca?
Yeah, Io Sky came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then there was for the
Asuka, I think.
Asuka. Yeah, Asuka and Io Sky makes sense. The two Japanese wrestlers.
Yeah.
I
Honestly, they should have been like the match to figure out the advantage instead of Rhea Ripley. Even though I love Rhea, but I'm like they already teased Asuka and
Mhm.
Io on Raw when they were like talking shit to each other in Japanese. I'm like,
That
we're
was
gonna get this.
great.
That was awesome. Like
Yeah.
that should have been the qualifying match. I'll just say that. But I'm glad we got a little moment with Asuka and Io facing off with each other in War Games. At least we got that a little bit.
Yeah. And then of course we get Nikki Cross, and why is Nikki Cross? Well, she doesn't go into the cage. She goes for the weapons, right underneath, and Asuka does the stupidest thing, confronts her, and then gets slammed. Nikki Cross slams her at the door. Like that, we didn't see that coming.
Oh
She
yeah.
get, she gets a bunch of garbage can lids, like 20 candlesticks.
Yeah, but everyone was chanting, "We want tables."
Yeah, of course. Here, yeah. Well, they got the tables. So Naked
Yeah,
Cross comes in, does her damage with the weapons. And then we get the female side. It was Alexa.
right.
Alexa. To Alexa comes out, and then we get like the last two, which is Bailey. Bailey was fourth, right? Rhea Ripley was fifth. And then
Mm.
we get right, and then Mia Yim, and then was obviously Becky Lynch. So they had to save Becky Lynch for last because of her comeback.
Right, right.
Obviously,
Yeah.
this match, this match is. I like this match. I liked how was it Becky Lynch in the corner that used they used to put the garbage can on Io Sky. I thought Io Sky was going to do what
Oh
she
no,
did in NXT.
that was Becky. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they kind of used on Nikki Cross like they hit each other with the garbage cans or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I like I like when Io Sky did a moonsault off the cage. I knew this was gonna happen, but I loved it when she
Mhm.
did in NXT. She did do the moonsault, but she jumped off the cage with the garbage can over her.
Yep. Yep. That was insane.
Yeah,
There was a point where it looked like they were going to do like the leaning tower thing with everyone like crashing onto each other on the corner, but then I think what was it, Nikki that stopped it or whatever, and
yeah,
everyone just like, and I was like, oh dang it, okay. And there was a couple of weird spots that Io was trying to do in the corner. Like she was trying to do like this whatever this drop kick, and like she was trying to like get elevation, but she botched that a little bit. I was like, oh, okay. But there was like a couple of spots like that where I was like,
mhm,
okay, oh, that wasn't clean, but oh, it's fine. It's only a couple.
yeah, yeah. It's just and Rhea Ripley did dominate this match. They won. They're starting to finally let her wrestle again because she's a legit threat. I mean, look at her. I mean, like who should how can she not be a threat
Oh
to
yeah.
any
Yeah, she good amount of time where she was just beating everybody up, and I was like, yes.
I actually thought like yeah she did it, and of course once I knew Becky was coming back I knew the face side was gonna get the win here because you don't have Becky coming back and lose,
Right,
so I
right.
knew she was getting the win. I did love how the ending was it was Damage Control who took the loss, not Rhea and not Nikki Cross. It was Damage Control, and it was Becky Lynch who got the last laugh because it was Damage Control who took out Becky, right? And so what did they do? Bianca Belair basically took out Bailey. She did the KLD to her into the steel cage, right? The cage, right? And
Yeah.
then Io Sky and Dakota were on top of each other on the table, and Becky climbs up the cage and does a leg drop and 1, 2, 3. I like how Becky gets her last, I guess, gets revenge basically, gets revenge
Hmm.
on Damage Control. That was the right move to have Becky get revenge on, get the pin over Damage Control for taking
Yeah.
her out.
Hmm. That was
And
good. There was also that one spot where Oscar spat that missed
and
at
Rhea
Rhea.
Ripley, that's what took Rhea out.
Yep.
See, that's smart, right? Like I like that because Rhea Ripley should be one of the hardest, should be the hardest woman in that
Hmm.
cage to take
Yep.
out. So having her spit, I think it was very clever because it could take anybody out really.
Yep.
And so we got the women's here winning, obviously, on the Raw side, and now we see where this goes tonight. Uh, I'm sorry, but it's like Bailey. Like I know Bailey hasn't won anything since she's come back, like major. She's lost to Bianca at the pay per views over and over. It's
Yeah,
time to move on.
a lot of people thought she was going to win the title along
Hmm.
with Io and Dakota with the tag titles. Like everyone thought that was going to happen, but nope.
Hmm. It's time to move on from Bailey. From Bailey for Bianca.
Yeah,
Well, unfortunately, I don't know. Like they have the pay per view. The next pay per view is in 2 months. Royal
yep,
Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Hmm.
I don't know who will be Bianca's opponent at the Rumble.
Oh, I know. I know. I hope it's no, but I don't think she should go to a Raw. No, I hope it's Sasha Banks comes back to Rumble, but I don't think she should go to Raw.
Yeah, you probably should go to
And I
SmackDown.
don't want to be Charlotte Flair. I mean, I don't have a problem with Bianca and Charlotte at WrestleMania.
I think okay, so this would probably be very predictable if they're doing this because I think they're trying to have Bianca like defeat all the horsewomen. It feels like that's what they're doing because she beat Becky, she beat
Hmm.
Bailey, um, yeah, oh she beat Sasha, so the only other person to beat is Charlotte Flair. So I feel like that might be what they're
Yeah,
doing. But honestly, what we really want to see is Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair because Rhea Ripley never got her like one-on-one match for the title. So it's like, they should do that at WrestleMania, but that's probably either one of those. That's what I'm guessing what they're going to do.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a long way off. Like, it's leaked plans for WrestleMania apparently, but like it's still a long way off. Things change. WrestleMania plans do kind of change as we get closer. But let's move on to the next match, which is Judgment Day versus the Club. Well, actually, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. It's
Mm.
supposed to be the blow off match between the two, right? Or the two factions. And this match is incredible.
Yep, yep. I don't know which one I think is better, this one or the match they had at TLC because I really like the match at TLC, but it's like it's definitely was at least on the same level as that.
What was great about the TLC match? It was like out of nowhere because it was supposed to be Finn and Bray got sick, right? So they had to like they had to rush, they had to do an improv, they have to like you know what? Styles, we need you for this match. And they had no preparation really, like they had no ahead of time. Maybe a
Mhm.
few hours, that's it. But this match they had time, right?
Right,
And
right.
and Styles and AJ are two of the best ring generals in the in the ring in the world,
Yeah,
honestly, in the world. So
yeah,
so in a short time they can make it work because they actually know each other too. And they can make it work with a little prep time.
exactly, exactly. And yeah, I expected the OC and Judgment Day to fight outside the ring. I expected all of that.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad Styles got this win because Styles, like, well, I don't think he has had a pay per view win almost in a year or something. I don't remember his last pay per view win, and the club has been getting on the short end of the stick of the big matches since this whole story between the two factions go at each other, and so it's good for Styles to get the win here. I still think Triple H is very high at Finn Balor,
Oh yeah,
and
they already said that like they're gonna build him up to be a big star again.
mm-hmm. There's just I don't know what Vince like. It was so weird. It was so weird. Why remember that match with Roman last year? How he became a demon. How he lost at
Yeah.
Extreme
Oh
Rules.
my God, that just broke me, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
and it was it was so awkward how he lost too. I'm like, what what were they doing? Like they had the lights go out and then what?
Yes.
I don't understand that. I know. I didn't feel this heartbreaking since Asuka lost at WrestleMania to Charlotte. Like that was what and when Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar, like that's those three moments that just broke me. I'm like, "Oh my God."
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad like Triple H is going to take time to like rebuild Finn again, and make him the star that he should be.
Yeah.
I don't know,
The
will we see
next
the demon
match,
again? You think we'll see the demon again?
I don't know if it's a heel. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't know, like how they're going to figure out the Judgment Day stuff. How he's going to slowly split from that, if he's going to, or like
Mm-hmm.
what's going to be the ongoing thing with OC and Judgment Day? Is it going to continue, or is it done here? I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So next match was unfortunately Shotzi Blackheart versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title, and this match was shit.
It's, oh, it's horrible. It was awful. Oh my god.
They had no chemistry. I said they had no chemistry. Ronda didn't want to do anything Shotzi wanted to do because if you know Shotzi, her style of offense is taking risk. Ronda want none of that.
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, she was not being cooperative at all. Like I don't blame this on Shotzi. I don't blame it on
Yeah.
her. She was trying her best. She was. Like and I don't even like do I think Shotzi do I love Shotzi? No. I think she's fine. She's passable as a wrestler, but like you
Yeah,
could
she's not the
just
best.
right, but she's putting an effort at the very
If Mick
least.
Foley could do it, she could do it.
Exactly. But Rhonda just didn't give a shit.
And
Like,
I'm
man, I
sorry,
was so mad.
I'm sorry, Ronda, but if you're not willing to take risk, WWE is not for you.
Like, yeah, she already insulted the business. Like, I don't know. Oh my god, it was. It makes me angry, man. Like, they need to take the title off of her. It's done. It's
The
done.
problem is who's gonna take the title? Who's gonna take the title on SmackDown from her?
I
It's like,
mean, yeah, right, exactly. I mean, I feel
oi,
like
Shayna. Shayna's the most credible one.
Shayna Baszler. Yep. Even
Yeah.
though they're allied with each other, so I don't know if
Oh,
that will happen. But most likely, I think people are saying either it will be Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks if she returns.
I hope it's Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks. I mean, I know everybody wants Becky versus Wanda at WrestleMania, but I think Sasha Banks is just as big as a match as Wanda because Sasha Banks has never really had her moment at WrestleMania. Yeah, she's been in the main event, but she was the champion, not the challenger.
Has she ever won at WrestleMania?
Yeah, no, no. She's been in 5 or 6 WrestleManias. Her first one was a triple threat match with Becky and Charlotte. Charlotte won. The
Hmm.
next year was she was in the Royal Rumble, the female version, the Royal Rumble, Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Hmm.
18, no 17, no 17. She was in a Fatal Four with Nia Jax, Charlotte, and Bailey. With Bailey retained. Remember that?
Oh
Bailey was the
yeah,
champion.
yeah.
18 was the Andre the Giant female version.
Mm.
19 was when they lost. They were the tag team champions, the first tag team champions, but they lost to Iconics, and that's when Sasha Banks had to take a little break because she
Hmm.
was hurt and she needed a mental break. 2020 was in the PC. That was the match where every SmackDown Women's Superstar was like a fatal 5-way or 6-way, and Bailey retained. 21 was against Bianca Belair in the main event. And 22, she was supposed to get to the main event. Remember, there was reports that she was supposed to be the main event, her and Charlotte, until Wanda came back.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
yeah, I'm for Sasha getting her moment. You know, actually getting a win over Ronda. Like yeah, if she comes back, that's the
She
only thing.
has. She did win WrestleMania. She did win the tag team titles with Naomi at WrestleMania this
Oh, she
year.
did. Oh, okay.
But that's not as big as winning the women's title.
The women's title, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I'm totally for Sasha. Against Ronda, but like, can she come back? She needs to come back first. Like, hopefully she'll come back at the Rumble, I guess, if because she didn't come here in her
Mm-hmm.
hometown. But we'll see what happens. But like, I'm still for Becky Lynch if that's what they wanted to go for. But yeah, I'm
And there,
more for Sasha. For sure.
and there's a clip of that DDT move that Shotzi does outside, and people are
Mhm.
blaming Shotzi for it. I'm like, no, no, Shotzi's been doing that move for a while, and nobody else had problems with it. Only Ronda, because
Yeah,
Ronda.
Ronda didn't want to sell that shit. Like,
How's Logan Paul a better wrestler than Wanda? And Wanda's on UFC and stuff.
right, and like he made a bigger impression in the 3 matches he had.
Like,
Like,
I,
God,
yeah, I think the thing is, I don't like Logan Paul personally. Like, I think he's
I don't either.
annoying,
Yeah.
but I'll give him credit for. I think he took it seriously. But
Hmm.
I think Wanda's just doing it for the money. And Logan Paul does it for notoriety, but he's taking it seriously. I don't think Wanda takes it serious.
No, as I said, like she made comments like making fun of the business, not like a couple years back.
Yes, she did.
So it's like it's apparent that she doesn't fully take it seriously.
And
Like,
and I'm sorry, but her mainstream star power you could say on like I heard people on the review streams that Wanda has mainstream star power like across the mainstream. I'm like, no, she doesn't. Not anymore. Not anymore. Her star power has fallen quickly, man. Nobody talks about Wanda Rousey anymore, and outside of UFC or WWE anymore. Only people that talk about Wanda are people in WWE. You ever hear some in the entertainment industry talk about Wanda Rousey?
No.
Sasha Banks is more mainstream than her because you actually see Sasha Banks like at the premieres of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, She-Hulk, and she's just a Molly Black. Like Sasha Banks is more mainstream than her.
Right, like the whole thing of they're trying to get the MMA crowd here. Like, yeah, she's not as relevant anymore. Like nobody is talking
No.
about her anymore. Like people are talking more about Bianca than Ronda.
Yes.
Like I don't understand like why they think she's they think she's that big. She's not. She's
I
not.
mean, remember you know what the thing about Wanda is? She was dominant in the UFC for a while until the women got
Hmm.
better, and she was a sore loser. She couldn't handle it. People people remember Wanda for being a sore loser in the UFC, and they you know what? She tried to go to acting, she couldn't, but they still blame her for being a sore loser in the UFC. And they say some people even say, "Oh, she had to go to WWE to get away from that."
Right. I mean, she could have overcame that if she was actually good in the ring, if she actually put in effort to be a really good wrestler.
I felt like when she came in 2018, like she had passion. I don't know what happened.
Well, yeah, when she first came in, she did have a little bit more passion and like she put in a little bit more effort with the wrestling. But like now, it's just like I don't know. I guess she thinks she's big stuff now because she's holding the title and shit. Like I just
Yeah,
or like she's been away for so long. Like I don't know, man. Like she's hurting the women's division. She seriously is. They need to take the title off of her.
she is, and also WWE is hurting the SmackDown Women's Division by not having anybody credible to face her as of not right now.
Right,
It's,
and like
it's
you're having other female wrestlers that are more talented than her. Like
yeah.
they're having to put Ronda over. Like God.
The only silver lining, it feels like they're gonna have a return of somebody big in the females division of SmackDown. That's what I feel like it's gonna happen.
And you think that's Sasha?
Either Sasha, Becky, or Charlotte, because those are only three that are like the big ones that haven't been back. Well, Becky's back, but like you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I think they're gonna have Becky go to. They'll probably have her go to
Yeah.
SmackDown, maybe.
Just don't have her win the Rumble. We've seen her do that, and I don't want the same story over and over again in 2019.
Nope. There's only one person that needs to win more than any other female. That's Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go to the next match. I say U.S. title match, triple threat match between Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, and the champion Seth Rollins. This match is really, really good. All tremendous superstars. Like, I think Seth Rollins is. I think I know Styles and Finn are like maybe the best in the ring, but I think Seth Rollins is the complete package in terms of the character and in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Man,
And
this match was great. Like honestly, I
yeah,
think I liked it. I even though I love the styles and I did like the styles and Finn match. Like I think this is the second best match of the night. Like
hmm
this was great. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, and like they you could tell they're doing a repackage with Austin Theory, and
I
like
like it.
I'm liking it. I definitely am, and I didn't expect them to put the title back on him, but like it makes sense. It makes sense, you know.
Yeah, you wouldn't think Austin Theory would be the guy beating two world champions,
Hmm.
but he did. And the way they did it, I like it too. It was smart. It was very creative. I did like the stomp. Where was it Theory when he goes on the guy's back and stomps his up the opponent? Was it he stopped
Yeah,
Lashley, right?
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
he went off Theory's back and stopped Lashley. That was great.
Yes.
And then and then what was great was the Falcon Arrow spot off the turnbuckle, and he was about to do the other half of the Falcon Arrow, but Bobby Lashley spears Rollins, and
Mm.
that's where Theory falls over Rollins and gets the win. I like that because these two they put Theory over.
Hmm.
And look, I like Theory has all the talent. He's really good in the ring. It's just his character that needed a change. And this, what they've done the past 2 weeks, has made him people actually like him.
Yeah, we're actually starting to take him seriously now. Enough of this selfie bullshit and all that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm glad that he's actually like trying to be more of a posing threat now.
Hmm. Yeah. So good for Theory, man. I see where this goes, but that's now the question is are they all were they all like I don't know who was a heel and I don't know who was a baby face in that match because one day it was like 1 week is Bobby Lashley's heel and Seth Rollins is a face, and then this past week Seth Rollins is a heel and Lashley is a face. The only one we know is fully heel was like Theory.
Honestly, like I thought Seth was going to be the babyface, but then
Yeah.
he did a heel promo on Cody when he was interviewing.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Bobby is like acting like this monster heel, like doesn't give a crap about anything. And of course, Austin is not a baby face yet. So
No.
like, yeah, I'm confused. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens on Raw and see if how that plays
I
out. But
I do want Seth Rollins to go babyface. He's too over right now. He's like the most over guy on Raw.
yeah, like he needs to go babyface. It's time.
Yeah. And I think he knows it too because he's playing up with the crowd, and he's not doing like MJF where he's trolling the crowd. Sometimes he used to a couple weeks ago. He was a little bit, but that's starting to go away.
Right. Yeah, because like I'm hoping they're not trying to do another feud with him and Cody. Like we don't need that.
No, we don't need that. No, no. Have Cody move on. Yeah, I completely agree. Now we got to the main event, and this match was incredible. The Bloodline with Sami Zayn versus the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens.
Hmm.
We got Butch who starts off, right? Butch. Apparently, this is his fourth or fifth War Games match. They say.
Oh yeah, he's been in a lot of war games. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's this is his thing. It's domain. But also,
and
before we get to this match, I think we need to talk about because they set up the groundwork for
oh
the
yeah, that's
storyline. Because
they went
like
to
Kevin Owens was talking to Sami Zayn
SmackDown,
backstage. Yeah, SmackDown. Yeah,
and then we get to Survivor Series because they did continue there
right,
backstage.
right. So yeah, he was talking to Sammy about like he should leave the bloodline before they turn on him, and then Jay Uso was overhearing that, and then he starts questioning Sammy like, "Did you talk to Kevin?" And then he lies to him.
Yeah,
And Jay talks to Roman, being like, Sammy's lying to me. I think he lied to me about talking to Kevin. I think he's holding stuff back. I told you we can't trust him, blah, 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 blah." And so Roman goes to talk to Sammy alone and asks him, "Did you talk to Kevin? Why did you lie to Jay?" And then like him trying to like, reassure that, that he's part of the bloodline. He's not trying to betray them. And it's like he's talking about Kevin Owens' intentions or whatever. And so that is setting up the work of like, oh man, he has stuff to prove with this War Games match for sure.
I mean,
Like,
I like the thing is, can you trust Kevin Owens? Like, how can you trust Kevin Owens?
I mean, yeah, that's true. Though,
like,
like we already know that Sammy and Kevin have a history together. They used to be friends and all that stuff.
yeah,
They know
and
each other ins and outs.
yeah, yeah,
So
and then Survivor Series, right? He called him Sammy. Roman called him Sammy, and when Sammy looked at his face, I tell him, and he told the truth,
yeah,
right?
yep, yep.
And this match was good. What I like about this match, the Brawling Brutes team had the advantage. So when it was 2-on-1 for the Brawling Brutes team, the heel team and the Bloodlight team, when it was their turn to come in after the 3 minutes expired,
Hmm.
it was supposed to like it was Jimmy that was going about to go out, but Roman pulled him back and said, "No, I want Sammy."
Yep. And they
Yeah,
had to work together, and like Sammy's trying to be cooperative,
yeah,
but Jay's like, no, nope, still don't trust you. Get off of me.
yeah. Like, see, because Roman wanted to see if he could trust him, right? Like, of course, that was smart.
Yeah.
Smart. Roman's smart.
Yes.
Roman's smart. Like,
Hmm.
and this match was. I mean, once again, they got weapons in the table,
Yep.
obviously.
Hmm.
And Sokola put Drew through the table, right?
Yeah.
And the ending was what made it great. I mean, there was a super kick spot where Jay accidentally super kicked Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
and you would think, oh, that's where everything goes wrong for the bloodline. That's where the downfall. That's where problems start with the bloodline.
Hmm.
Nope. It was nope. No, that's not how it ended. And what made it great was Kevin Owens stunned Roman Reigns, and then with Sami Zayn, he's like, and Kevin Owens was sort of pinned, right? One, two,
Yep.
and then the ref gets what? Guess the ref gets not attacked but grabbed by Sami Zayn to make sure his arm doesn't go for the final count, right?
Yep.
And Kevin Owens just looks at Sami Zayn, all shocked, like, and no pissed off. And then that's when we get the low blow and stuff. And then I think we get the low blow there, right?
Yeah, we get the low blow and then
The hula kick, yeah.
yeah, the hula kick, right?
And then the splash and the 1, 2, 3, and the
Yep.
bloodline gets a win. And what made us great was the ending, the hugs and stuff. Like I have the pictures here.
Oh yeah, the Jey Uso like picking up Sammy and embracing him, and Roman
Yeah,
hugging him.
yeah. This is so he was technically not really a full pledged member, right? But this clearly made him a full pledged member of the bloodline.
Oh yeah, yep. They fully accept him now in the bloodline. I did not expect that. I thought they were going to start planting the seeds of like Sammy slowly breaking away from the bloodline, but no, like
I
the story continues, and like it's so like it's going to be very interesting to see
I
how
think that's gonna happen next year.
yeah, because we know they're probably going to set up like
Yeah,
maybe a Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the tag team titles at WrestleMania
yeah.
maybe.
And there's more things. There's more things possibly leading up to that involves Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens individually. Like, because there's been reports yesterday that came out about possible future plans for the two of them. So, like, first, like, well, Sami Zayn is still part of the bloodline, but the report is that since Montreal is having the elimination chamber, right? And that's Sami Zayn's hometown. That's when we see Sami Zayn take on Roman Reigns for the title. So something between then and now is gonna be a turn. And I was listening to Sami's podcast today. What's it today? That what they should do whenever that turn takes place, the bloodline should just beat the crap out of him, make him bleed. Really,
Yep.
really make him like really, really hurt him.
Yep, that's it, dude. When they turn on Sammy, it's going to be the most heartbreaking thing we've seen
Yeah,
in years.
yeah, yeah. And Sammy's so over. I don't remember the last time he was over like this.
Oh, he's the most over babyface in that entire in
Yeah,
WWE period. Like he is the most over thing.
and I know like right now that he's like I know he's not going to, but like right now based on the crowd reaction, he should be main eventing WrestleMania. Based on the story, if this story is him the bloodline betraying him, he should be the one to take Roman Reigns to WrestleMania. That's how you build a superstar.
I agree with you. I do want him to main event and become champion. However, do we believe
No,
that Sammy can beat Roman Reigns?
no,
No, that's the only problem with that. That's the only
no,
problem I have. I don't buy that he's good. He will be good enough to stop Roman.
no, no. Yeah, I agree.
That's why I think he should go for something that's a little bit more like realistic
Unless
for him, like the tag titles with with
unless we
Kevin.
make it like a Daniel Bryan situation. Like
Making a triple threat match or
no,
something.
yeah, like 2014, like that version of Daniel Bryan. That's how we have to do it.
I mean, I guess so, but like I said, like I don't know how I don't know how it will make sense to put him over against Roman, without it like
I know.
making Roman look really bad,
I,
you
d-
know.
I just don't see how the Rock. I see how they could work with the Rock or Roman, but I just don't see how the Rock fits in with the title on the line.
I mean, that's the only thing. We don't need the title with
Yeah,
with the Rock
and
and Roman.
you know what I would do? You know what I would do? I make Roman wrestle on both nights.
That's what I'm thinking. Because like, what my thought would be like, maybe one night he could face Cody for the
Yeah,
titles, and then the second night he could face Roman. But
yeah, yeah.
or Roman could be first, or Cody can be second. So like, it doesn't give away like instantly like, oh, that means Roman's gonna lose this match and he's gonna win the next one. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Have him beat the Rock, or have him lose to Cody. Rock on for Saturday night, beat him, and lose to Cody on the Sunday night, the second night.
Oh, that would especially put Cody over if
Yeah.
if that's the case.
hmm
But
Like they do it
yeah.
in New Japan, right? I mean, the Wrestle Kingdom like 2 nights now, so
Yep, they're trying to do the same thing with WrestleMania. So, I
yeah,
mean, so far it's okay, I guess. It normally feels like the Saturday night is like better than the Sunday night most of the
yes,
time.
yes, yes,
So it's like I'm hoping this time around with Triple H in charge, he's going to make sure that both nights are banging, or at least they try to make it as
yeah,
consistent as possible. But yeah, but back to Sammy real quick though. I think it makes more sense for him to go against the tag titles because he's the one that's
yeah,
having issues with Jay, and to to bring Kevin Owens into it, because they have a
yeah.
history. Like I think it just makes more sense for them to go
The
after the tag titles.
the
And
rumor is Kevin Owens will Rumble, Sami Zayn Elimination Chamber, if Roman wrestles Elimination Chamber, as in Montreal, and then it's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Usos at WrestleMania, which to me long term bookings makes sense.
right, especially like if he is going to be in the elimination chamber and Roman's going to compete in the elimination chamber, that could start planting seeds
Yeah.
of like Roman starting to, like okay, I think it's time. It's slowly going to turn on him or whatever because like he's facing off against him for his title and he doesn't want him to be in that position. Like Randy Orton in Evolution winning the world title when he wasn't supposed to, and then Evolution turned on him. So like that could be a similar thing with that.
Oh yeah. 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 That was actually a pretty great moment. But that they rushed Randy Orton there for a bit for him to become champion. They knew that.
Yeah, that was a little bit that was a bit rushed. Nobody expected that to happen, but they made it work though.
And he lost the title like a month later.
Yeah. Oh, that was bold too. I'm like,
Well,
Jesus.
what else is there? Oh, so we got an update on Randy Orton. Speaking of Randy Orton,
Oh
it
no.
looks like my plan for him to wrestle Stone Cold Steve Austin in WrestleMania is not going to probably happen because my plan was for him to have him wrestle Stone Cold for Randy Orton to be the legend killer and the legend kill the legend Stone Cold. Been a great story because he couldn't do that 20 years ago, obviously because of Stone Cold's injury. But that ain't going to happen now because it doesn't look like Randy Orton's coming back for some time.
Yeah, the fusion surgery
Yeah.
apparently is like gonna have him out longer than people anticipated, and man, that sucks because I did see your video talking about it should be Randy versus Stone Cold because I never thought of that. I was like, they never really had like a one-on-one match like that, so I thought actually that's perfect. The Texas Rattlesnake versus the Viper, like that, dude, instant money. But yeah, we're probably not gonna get it now.
Yeah, because like Randy Orton's a safe worker. The thing about Randy Orton, he's a very safe worker in the ring.
He is, yes. He'd be the perfect person to help Stone
Uh,
Cold go
Yeah,
over.
like remember they put him with Edge, right? Edge had a neck injury. Stone Cold has neck injury, right? So
Yeah,
kind of like that. And it's fortunately because I really dig Arcade Bro was so over, like,
yeah.
and they probably knew at some point Randy Orton was probably gonna turn Riddle.
They
But
probably were going to set that up if he
I
wasn't
don't
injured.
like I don't like what they're doing with Riddle now. Team with Elias. I mean, they either push Riddle or they don't.
Right. It's like they made it seem like they were going to push him to be like a substantial mid carder at the very least, but now he's back to doing comedic stuff with Elias, and I'm like, dude, no, man. He was doing so well. Like he possibly could have contended for the U.S. title.
I know he had an epic. That feud with Seth Rollins was good.
Yeah, man, that was so great. I was like, oh, we're finally gonna treat Riddle seriously as a wrestler, but now it's like, nope, we're back to doing
Yeah,
silly stuff.
you don't get to the next level by being in a story with Elias, because Elias is never gonna be a champion with that gimmick, like
No,
or
I
something like
mean,
that.
he'd be lucky if he could get the Intercontinental title or U.S.
Yeah,
title,
that's
maybe.
the
But
best.
yeah,
Yeah,
but no, man, like Elias, he doesn't really need a title to be honest. He doesn't.
no,
He's just there for
no.
gimmick stuff, and I'm just disappointed they're having Riddle do do this again. I don't know. Now, I think
Mhm.
there's still a possibility. Maybe later down the line, we could see Matt Riddle versus Austin Theory for the U.S. title. Because if he's still going to be a heel, but like, yeah, like they need Matt Riddle to get away from Elias. Like, no, don't
Yeah,
don't ruin his character again, please.
yeah. What else is there? Okay, so we got some. So normally what I do when there's a pay per view happens, I don't really review SmackDown or Raw the week before the pay per view because you know, it happens before pay-per-view stuff. New things happen. I mean, we could talk World Cup. I mean, Ricochet and Santos Escobar. I guess it'd be a good match because the two can go, but there's really no interest from my view. My
Wait,
point.
Escobar is going against who?
Ricochet in the World Cup on SmackDown.
Oh, actually, I think that'll be a really good match.
Yeah, but there's really no. I mean, the thing was getting me interesting is Braun Strowman and Gunther. Ooh.
Oh, we all know that he's gonna face Gunter. We all know that's gonna happen. That's gonna be a crazy match.
Yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. That Gunther and Strowman, because Gunther's like, I know Strowman's huge and big and unstoppable, but Gunther is kind of treated like that.
Yeah, he competes with he can compete with the big guys,
Yeah.
but also have really good matches with the mid size or smaller guys. So he's a full package, bro.
And what happened? What happened at NXT? I don't know what happened at NXT. Who cares about NXT? See, NXT is so bad; it's hard to remember.
Yeah, it's like they're
Oh,
not great,
I don't
man.
know. Oh, I know they're having the.
Oh wait,
They're
Scripps
having the.
and Dijak. That's what happened. Scripps and Dijak. Like, okay.
I know Scripps. Oh my god.
I'm like, why does he look like the African American version of Jeff Hardy's Will o' the Wasp? Like, what?
Oh, he does.
He looks like the African American version of Will o' the Wasp. Like, I don't understand like what they're doing here. Now, like, I'll say, because we all know that's Reggie. That's Reggie from like earlier when he was doing that stuff with what's her name. But like,
the thing is, Reggie did actually Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke, yeah, like she was 24/7 champion and shit. But like
Reggie didn't even wrestle that much, right? All he did was like avoid stuff. All he did was trying to avoid getting hit.
Right. Yeah, he did some crazy acrobatics, and that's about it. I mean, I think he had like one match. I mean, because he was 24/7 champion, but like, I mean, I'll say this: like, as far as athletic wise, he is very talented. I'll give you that. So I wouldn't say I would say like waste that. You could do something interesting with that. Just this gimmick is just ridiculous. Like,
Reggie was a better gimmick.
like you didn't need to put this ridiculous mask on him, and like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm opening. Okay, maybe later down the line, like maybe if he keeps doing, he keeps getting really good matches, and maybe they adjust his costume a little bit more. Maybe it could work, because this is exactly what I thought about when the Velveteen Dream first came out. Like, I know, like he has a lot of controversy now, but like I'm just saying,
what you're saying.
Yeah, like when he first started out with his gimmick, I thought, oh, this is not going to work. He looks ridiculous. His gimmick is ridiculous. But then he ended up being one of the most over things in WWE at one time.
Patrick Clark made it work, and I'll say that. Say that.
So, so maybe the same thing.
I don't see that in Reggie. Maybe the same. I just don't think that costume is going to help.
No, like that mask, bro. Like, it looks too big for his face. It
has to go.
It has to go. Like, or adjust it. Like,
fit
his face a little bit better at the very least. But I don't know about his gimmick either, because like he's not doing much. Like, he has a card that says Scripts, and then he does the movement with his hands like he's writing, or like that's not. I don't know what his gimmick is.
Why does Script for NXT?
Well, you're not doing a good job. If that's the case. And then Dijak, I guess fine, whatever. I don't know. He's wearing a trench coat and glasses. Like, have we seen this before?
I mean, it's better than this gimmick on the main roster.
Oh, with the what was that? Retribution shit. Like, yeah, it's better than that. I'll give you that. So I think he'll be fine. We have to see how his gimmick is now, but oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, they really killed his. They really killed him when on that Retribution, man.
Yeah, like, man, like what was so wrong with Dominic Dijakovic? What was so bad about that? he had
Yeah.
such great matches with Keith Lee and stuff like that. I'm like, just have him come as Dominic Dijakovic. I mean, I get it. If you want to change his name, fine, because like I guess it's hard to remember Dijakovic, whatever, but Dijak is fine. But like, what? Why they had this retribution crap that just crashed and burned, and now he's sunglasses, wearing a trench coat, and looking like a I don't know.
Terminator is trying to be Terminator or something.
Terminator, like an off-brand NWO member. Like I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. We'll see.
Yeah, Dynamite was. I thought Dynamite was pretty decent. I'm glad Jamie Hayter is the official women's champion, and she's
Yeah,
actually
official women's champion. That's interim
yeah,
shit.
it's in the record books, right? It's in the record books now. It's
Yes.
official. They should. I mean, they did that with Tony Storm. They made Tony Storm's reign official too. But I felt like before Full Gear, they should have made Tony Storm the official champion before Full Gear, and just have her lose to Hater at Full Gear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It shouldn't. Yeah.
Right. How'd you feel about the stuff the Elite did?
I loved it. I loved the Elite.
Yeah. Wow. They went there. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. I'm kind of mixed about it, but I mean, it was entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess this definitely means CM Punk is probably not coming back if they approve that.
And what the thing is, like, didn't an interview come out of Omega saying, "Oh, it's not as big." Like, he said something like, "It's not as like as wrestling fans shouldn't have to worry about this." Did they do that on the same night?
Right. So I'm like, what you doing here, man? Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
And Omega mocked the bite because he got bitten. Remember, you saw that bite mark he had.
Yep.
And I actually love. I like the Elite. I know they do that. They annoy people. Like Cornette always has a heart attack when you mention Elite to him.
Oh yeah, he hates the Elite.
Yeah,
he hates them
because his style of wrestling is old school. We gotta do submissions, headlocks, sleeper.
Yeah, enough of these flippity floppity stuff we're doing. I'm like, come on, man. Wrestling has so many different techniques.
Hey. Eternal, what's up? Yeah, well, he did spear him technically. Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no. The thing
oh,
is,
my name is Dial. By the way, he called me the guy. My name is Dial.
The thing is, when Cornette was doing wrestling a lot, when he was running shows in his era, none of the big guys could do the stuff the big guys could do now. The big guys could do all the flippy stuff now. None of them could do it.
Yeah, they're doing drop kicks and jumping off the top rope and like, oh my gosh.
when you saw a big guy back in the day do drop it, it's like,
Jesus, man, you're too big for this. What are you doing?
You ever seen the Big Show in his early days at WCW? He was very in good shape. He could do a drop kick, and now it's like a 500-pound man doing a drop kick. It's like this.
Yeah, like wow, you don't expect that. You don't expect that to happen. Yeah. Like, yeah, and I just worry for them because they're so big. I hope for them to do that, they have to make sure that they're precise with their movements. Because like one thing goes wrong, like they could really injure themselves by doing that.
I think this is old school people like Cornette don't realize that big men could do the athletic stuff that the smaller men can do.
Yeah. Like, come on. Like, they need to stop getting out of this.
This is a different Austin Theory. I'll tell you, this is a different Austin Theory. With this new attitude of his, this is what they should have done from the beginning.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this is their way of trying to fix, like, whatever development that Vince was trying to do with them, trying to push them too hard and whatever.
Look, I'll say this: the main roster Austin Theory was actually better than NXT Austin Theory because even though I like some NXT Austin Theory, but he was in NXT Austin Theory. He was kind of like a goof, and he didn't know anything. He was kind of stupid. They tried to make him stupid at times.
I mean, he was just the guy in Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae's faction.
Yeah,
that's all he was.
And they made him look stupid, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I do agree that this is a better Austin Theory than in NXT. So that's one thing the main roster did better than
Mhm.
NXT. There you go.
Well, what did what did you think of the main event of Dynamite? EC and Jericho. I mean, I've seen EC before, and the guy is in the ring, man. You gotta go toe to toe with that guy. If you go toe to toe with the guy, that's you're good, man. Because that's New Japan for you, man.
Oh yeah, that's some New Japan blood right there. I love that main event. It was great. It was
I-
un-
If he's a heel, he'll come up complaining. That's the heels too.
I
Yeah,
mean, you
uh,
know he's gonna come out and complain. You know that's gonna happen. You know that.
the way. Yeah. Well, also was there on Dynamite? Oh, the beginning where William Regal was in the ring trying to
Mm,
explain his reasoning, and he saw John Mox. John Moxley wanted to DDT him. You could
yeah.
tell he wanted to DDT. And he saw Brian Dallison come and was like, "No, please don't, please don't. You know this man. You could really hurt. You could really hurt this man." And it's like Mox is like, Then Mox is like thinking about started to think about it, and he told William, "You better get out of here before I change my mind," or something like that.
Okay, so that kind of surprised me that Danielson came out and tried to defend him. So like, what is this like? Because the British Combat Club is, I guess, technically still a thing. So did he just boot out Moxley? Like, what is going on right now? I don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused. Where's Wheeler Yuta? Like, I don't.
Yeah, where is Wheeler's either?
I don't know. With that, like with Danielson coming out, like Claudio and Wheeler should have been out with them, like just to figure out what is the fate of the British Combat Club at that point. Like, did is Regal walking away from the club completely? Is he just booting out John Moxley? Like, is Claudio and Danielson and Yuta part of Regal's thing? Like, I don't. Can we make that
Mhm.
clear? I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, the bloodline. I don't know what they're doing with Bray. They gotta do something with Bray. Like, I mean, I do like the stuff with Eli Drake. It's not really about Eli Drake. It's more about Bray because or
You mean
LA
LA
Knight
LA Knight?
because
Yeah.
Bray's not all there, right?
Right. I thought they were going to wrestle at Survivor Series, but I guess they're gonna slowly build that up. Maybe Bray will compete at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I still
and
once again,
we'll
as I
see.
said, I'm just not sure about this. I'm not sure about the gimmick of Bray right now. I don't know what direction they're going into with this. Like, it's a bit confusing, but like I said, it's interesting. So we just have to see what happens.
I yeah. I mean, I mean, like Eli Drake in the past has said really stupid things. That's when he got fired from Impact. He said something really stupid.
Which is why I'm
He was
surprised that WWE took him.
yeah. I'm not surprised NWA would take him. Oh.
Yeah.
But he could get himself over because with his catchphrases and stuff, he could get himself. Elena has a charisma to get himself over, especially as a heel.
Dude, yeah, he feels like a mixture between Mr. Kennedy and Stone Cold Steve Austin, bro.
And Kenny was able to get himself over. It's just that his mouth got in trouble and he was always injured.
Yeah. Yep. What a shame.
Yeah, that's because he is Uncle Howdy, right? It's like one of those things. And I think it's Bull Dallas playing Uncle Howdy, his
Oh,
brother.
really? You think Bo Dallas?
Yeah. Oh, and you see how the new Sarah Logan's new name Valhalla.
Oh, bruh, that stuff she's doing with the Viking Raiders, I think is awesome. I think
I know.
it is so cool, man. When they came back with the Raiders and they had the red lights up and they were just kicking everybody's ass and shit. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about. If we can't
Yeah.
get War Raiders, this is the next best thing. Like, it's great. Can't wait to see what they do.
Okay, so we're gonna end this soon. A few more topics. Uh, so there's a report of yesterday that WWE is looking to have an event in India, possibly in the middle of January
Ooh.
18th. Yeah, an event in India, January 18th, possibly. And the rumor is like they're gonna have like some WWE superstars, but a lot of Indian superstars they have in the roster. And look, like it's good for India to get the event for the Indian people there. But I'm sorry, but the Indian talent on the WWE suck,
Yeah, there's not enough India
and they're
talent.
not good.
Yeah, not most of them aren't good. So
Yeah,
like they can't just have a show with mostly them, you know.
and I can tell you one thing: the people in India, they don't care about the Indian talent in WWE. They care about the actual talent, the
They really
actual.
don't. They really don't.
Because I know some of them, they talk about they want some of them have been in my chat, my live streams before, and they talk about Roman. They want Roman. They're into Roman, into
Right.
other.
Yeah, they don't
Not
care
they don't
about
talk about
Mustafa
Ginger.
Ali or Veer Mahan and shit.
Yeah,
Like, no, they don't care.
you don't care about Ginger Mahal.
No.
No,
Like,
they care.
and Lily, those are the only Indian talent that like is there. Like, there's nobody else. There's only 4 or 5 of them, and all of them aren't good. Like,
No, they're terrible.
I don't understand. I mean, Veer Mahan doing his tag team thing in NXT is slightly better than what they were trying to do with him in the main roster, but it's still not that great.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Uh, but if it's January 18th, I hope this is a special hell show where it doesn't really affect whatever stories are going into WWE because the pay per view is like 10 days later. So
So, man, yeah, I hope it doesn't impact the main
yeah,
stuff with WWE, but like at the same time, I hope it's not an inconvenience like Crown Jewel was to Survivor Series. But, dude, if they try to get the Great Khali, I swear to God,
oh, hey, Colin, what's up? Oh, Great Khali. They'll probably get the Great Khali.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, thanks. That's from an app called Reface. Yeah, I do that a lot, man. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, yeah. Great Khali. I mean, he was a champion for God's sake in WWE.
Yeah, why? The why? Like,
You know what Great Khali was? He was that era's Giant Gonzalez,
yep, yep, that's what it was.
and he lasted longer than Giant Gonzalez too.
Yeah, I'm like, why? It just no, should have
At
never.
least, at least his kissing gimmick when he kisses a woman, at least that worked.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I guess that worked. It was
Because
kind of funny.
he did look as bad as he is in the ring, he did have some charisma in him.
Yeah, some.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to whatever this India show is. They need to treat it like a Clash of the Castle or something. Like, yeah, you still need some of the other like talent in there. At least get some UK stuff in there or something. Or, I don't know, because like I'm sorry, yeah, as we said, Mustafa Ali, Jinder Mahal, Veer Mahan, like
Sankey?
that's not enough for you to headline a India only WWE event.
No, they need the actual talent because the Indian people they're into what everybody else sees on TV.
Or unless they want to build up some more India talent like NXT style, maybe
Yeah,
I could see that. But like, I don't, I don't know.
yeah. So the only name that has been reported that's probably going to go right now as not Indian talent is Drew McIntyre, which is a pretty big get for them because Drew McIntyre is international and he's pretty popular, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yes.
and well, I just hope it doesn't really impact the Royal Rumble because if they were smart, they should have done this in December instead of January.
Wait, they're trying to do this in January next year?
Yeah, next year, not December. Yeah, January.
Oh, oh boy.
Yeah, 2023.
I mean, like you're not. I mean, okay, they have NXT deadline like next month, but but like, why can't you do it in December or something? You don't. You just took away day one, so like, Why is the
Yeah,
same month as Royal Rumble? Like, oh my
they
god.
should. They should. Yeah, yeah. It's.
Yeah, we don't need any pay per views before the Royal Rumble.
I
Like,
know.
we don't need
I,
that.
I know WWE is interested in doing international events, major events, right? They did in
Right?
UK, they did in Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia's like they did that for
Yeah,
the
that
money.
I just want that I just want that contract to end already.
Oh my god, I heard it's like 10 years, right? It's like 2028.
Like, yeah, like Jesus, we gotta spend 5 more years of this shit. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah, like I'm actually okay with them going to international stuff. I think that's a really good idea. but like
Yeah,
they need to be at the right time. They can't be interfering with the main stuff that they're doing.
yeah. Like Clash of the Castle did impact like the stories going forward. It did do that.
Right.
Like like just don't have a show just because you want to have a big spectacle in a country if you have no plans to have no plans to have impact on the stories going forward.
Right. Right.
Because even house shows, while house shows are all fun and games, the storylines that are going on TV are a little bit involved in the house shows. Because usually the people involved in the storylines are like wrestling each other in house shows, you know?
I wish they
Or,
would stop doing house shows. I'm going to be very honest
oh,
with
I
you.
like going to house shows.
I don't understand the concept of these house shows. Like, why is this not happening on actual TV? Like, and they actually go international. Like, whenever they do these live shows, why can't they do that on? Why can't they show them going international on like a Raw and SmackDown and stuff?
Okay. Okay, Tony.
Wait,
I
what
actually
did
like
I
going to
do?
house
What did I
shows.
even say?
That's just Tony Stark. That's just Tony Stark shit up, man. Thank you. I'm gonna take over MLB, okay? The AWO is gonna take over MLB, gonna kick out Max.
For life. Yes.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Taking over. Too sweet. But yeah, man, these house shows. Another thing, why these wrestlers are getting injured so many times is because they work in house shows like a whole bunch of times. Like they need to stop. Like if you're not going to air these matches live, we should not be having house shows all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, you saw the hug, right? Jay and Sammy hug. I think Sammy's and Jay's good graces now.
Yep. House
Actually,
shows.
house shows don't make money. Tradition, yes. They
See,
don't make
that's
money.
another reason why we shouldn't be having all these house shows if they're not doing revenue. If they're not doing revenue, why is this happening? There are so many other ways to interact with the fans without getting these wrestlers to wrestle for no reason and having these storylines that nobody knows about and people getting injured because of this. Kevin Owens almost didn't make Survivor Series because of the house match.
He did get hurt at the house show, yeah.
Yep, he almost didn't make it because of that.
Yeah. I mean, I like going to house shows.
I mean, I'm sure if his people have fun going to house shows, that's fine. I just never understood
That's the point of house shows, is right? It's basically this.
Allow practice in front of a live audience. NXT. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what? Yeah, NXT. Why are people practicing in front of house shows? If they're on the main roster, they should already know how to do stuff, right? Like NXT should be that should be the place to practice, not or Performance Center, not the WWE main roster. Like, anyway.
To me, it's also the travel that's hard.
The travel is also hard. They are barely home. They're traveling 300 days out of the year.
Do you know they had a house show the day after Survivor Series?
No. Why?
Yeah, they did.
Why?
I don't know. They should have had that day off at least. Yeah.
Makes no sense. Like, no wonder. Like, yeah, the wrestlers, I'm sure, are tired because they're traveling 300 days out of the year, and a good amount of time is because they're doing house shows and pay-per-views and having to travel to different cities weekly. So, like, the wrestlers would have a better time managing the schedule if they cut out all these house shows. Like, figure out other ways to interact with the fans, and like you're saying, allow practice in front of a live audience. That sounds like some NXT stuff. The main roster should not be worrying about that. Like, I don't know. That's why people are saying AEW schedule is better because, like, you know, they're not working as much on a busy schedule as much as WWE. They actually have time to go and see their families and like relax their bodies and, you know, rest.
Well, NXT do have house shows, but they're all like in Florida, right? So then they could rest like much easier than the main roster.
Yeah.
All right, so there's an injury report on Raquel Rodriguez. So she's out for 6 weeks.
I wonder why.
Dislocated shoulder and a broken arm. Now, dislocated shoulder, you could pop right back in. That's not she's out for 6 weeks. The broken arm is the reason why she's out for 6 weeks.
I wonder why. Was she in the house show too,
No.
or was
Obviously,
this on TV?
this is from SmackDown. Remember, they had to do that thing with SmackDown with her. She got attacked in the back by Wanda Shayna, and they smashed the top of the thing on her arm. And then Shotzi was going to go in her match alone against them too. And then she
Oh,
came.
I thought that was a
Yeah.
kayfabe injury.
No, I don't. I thought it was too, but maybe might be a kayfabe injury because I think that might be. I think she might be Wanda's next opponent for Rumble. Because if she's only out 4 or 6 weeks, she'll be back by the Rumble.
Yeah, I think she should be the next one to face Ronda.
But this Raquel Rodriguez, I cannot get behind beating Wanda. If it's the one from NXT, maybe.
Oh, but look, dude, we all know that nobody's going to beat Ronda
I
until
know.
WrestleMania. So like these are filler matches. We all know that's gonna happen. But
Well, Becky
yeah.
Lynch is out now. Okay.
right. Wait, Becky Lynch what?
Oh, I have Raw on right now, and Becky Lynch is starting off the show.
Oh, dang, I need to start that. But
Yeah.
But yeah,
So, yeah.
I think maybe with Raquel they can like try and build her up to be a little bit more imposing, not as smiley with against Ronda if they're
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, they AEW does. The thing is, there's a lot of injuries in AEW, and there's AEW. If you notice, there's a lot of botching in AEW, a lot more than WWE.
I mean, yeah, ring rust is a thing, which is why Ronda, you need some help, my friend. Your wrestling is garbage.
No,
you
Tony,
need
we're about to end it. You can come on Thursday if you want, because we're about to watch Raw, but
yeah.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody. I'm Tony. I'm gonna end it because it's Raw's on right now, and we got Becky Lynch and fuck these.
Oh, there we go. They come right when we're about to end.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure there's anything else, anything important to report. See anything news. Well, Andrade is injured. He's tore pectoral and recently had surgery. He's out a while.
Everyone getting injured, Jesus.
And especially in AEW, everybody's getting hurt in AEW.
Yeah, maybe they need to tone down all the crazy moves that they're doing. It's like it's
hey Tony,
and
I'm doing another show Thursday. I don't know what it's about, but I'm doing a show Thursday. If you're free Thursday, you can always come on because the Raw is on right now. But I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you for being in the chat though. So yeah, I do the typical things: like, share, subscribe. You know, if you're a wrestling fan, subscribe to this channel. You know, check out my videos. I did. If not Becky Lynch, why not Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks? Check out Austin, Randy Orton, WrestleMania. Even though that's not going to happen now, based on what's happening with Randy Orton's back.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll see you Thursday. It's not a prediction show. Sometimes Thursdays are my prediction show, but sometimes there's no pay-per-view or premium live events.
What's there to predict?
Yeah. So next week, I guess I'll do an NXT. But the thing is, I don't know if I'm really all that hyped to do an NXT prediction show. But like, well, if I'm really feel like doing it, I'll do it. But
yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna watch just to see how they do that new match that they're going to do. But
yeah.
So
yeah, I'm just gonna watch. If I do a watch, like if I don't do a watch along for NXT, it's probably because I might be watching the Ring of Honor show on my laptop. But if I do, I won't be watching Ring of Honor. Even though I think Ring of Honor would be the better show.
Yeah, might be. Even though like we don't know the match card at all, but
we just know it'll be the Jericho Claudio is better than anything off NXT was twice. So.
Oh boy, unfortunately.
Yeah. So thank you for everybody coming in. So with that AW Aaron will order. Oh yeah, one thing before I let you guys go. If you like wrestling, where's
Too sweet. Too sweet.
So once again, Thursday will be my next stream. It will not be a prediction stream. It'll be maybe something fun. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about favorite theme music, favorite factions, or stuff like that. General wrestling topic. That's not prediction wise, because that can be classified as general, but it won't be. All right, take care, guys.
Goodbye.